Oh, yeah. This is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. And I am Paul Gilson. Yes. AKA Paul the Pipe Guy. Yeah. Happy Sunday night. Yep. It's the 17th of November already. I can't believe it. Yeah. So grab your favorite pipe, grab your favorite blend, and grab your favorite beverage. Let's have a smoke together. So today is day number 7 of smoking the same Radisha pipe. This will be my 7th bowl in a row out of this pipe, and you really can't see it. Maybe you can. There's an awful lot of carbon building up in there pretty quickly, so I can't help it. I've got to smoke some more Jacob's Latakia out of that by Abbey Pipe Club. And if you want to know how to get Jacob's Latakia, this is the contact information for Abbey Pipe Club. You just say, hey, I want some Jacob's Latakia. An unbelievable, probably the best Latakia blend I've ever had in my life. And mostly it's because the blender, he's been blending tobacco for over 40 years, and he's got Latakia that's in there from 1983. 1983, yeah. So I'm going to load this pipe up, and we'll be back in a nanosecond and smoke it together. The only thing I found about this blend is the type of storage that they use. They use what looks like a mason jar, but it's got a top with like styrofoam on top instead of where your normal mason jar, which is used for canning food. I mean, you really, if you get these, you're going to want to crank them down good and tight. The normal mason jar has a rubber seal around it, like you see there. That's made for storing food for 2, 3, 4 years. So if you do order this, it may come a little dry, or maybe not. I don't know. I have 12 jars coming in. They'll be in next week, and we're going to judge the dryness and the storage that they did. The blend is like unbelievable, but we'll judge how they stored it, and I'll show you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, so let's start something on fire. We have our bowl all loaded up here. Let's fire it up. Jacob's Latakia. So today in a tutorial, I've had people ask questions about how do you deghost a pipe, and I did about an 8-minute video. I kept it as short as I could on how to deghost a pipe and what the ghost in the pipe is. You can go back and watch it. So you order this vintage pipe off of eBay or whatever. You get it in, and what do you do with it? The first thing you do is you ream it out and deghost it, just like my tutorial shows. Then next, what do you do with this horrible brownish looking stem? Many of them have like this grossness on the end. I don't know if I have one here with a lot of grossness. Not really. But some of them on the end, they'll be gross. It'll be like white and brown. Really, mostly what that is dried up spit from the smoker that owned it. Pretty gross, huh? I think this lighter's... So you get that all done. You got your pipe. 24 hours later, it's deghosted. You wash it out with water. And then dry it off. Shake it all out. Rinse it all out. Put your pinky in there. Swirl it around. Get all the shit out of it. All right. And then you don't put the stem back in it for like 24 hours. You let it dry. That briar's expanded. So now you have the briar all cleaned out, the bowl. You know, and when I'm done, I'll let them dry. Actually, before they're dry, I'll take a bristled brush. I'll dip it in Everclear, that real strong alcohol. Because a lot of times, a lot of junk will build up in here, in the shank of the pipe, and you want to clean that all out. I've had so much tar come out with a bristled brush with Everclear alcohol on it. After I deghosted it, it just like cleans it all out. It's like all of a sudden the pipe can breathe again. So, you know, like I said, what do you do about the stem? We're going to have another tutorial I'm going to do tomorrow on what to do with these shitty looking stems. Look at that. That's the guy's saliva on there that's dried up. All right, so what do you do with that? How do you make these black and shiny again like new? I'm going to do a tutorial tomorrow, and I'm going to show you how. And I've started it out here about an hour ago. I've got some stems smoking and soaking in OxiClean. And look at all the shit that's coming off of them so far, yeah. And when you do this, never tighten the top up. Only initially when you shake it, just to get all the OxiClean and everything inside of the pipe. If you leave that on, it's going to explode. So just lightly put it on with a lot of room for it to breathe, because that's going to bubble up and it will explode. Trust me. And then that won't be good. Your wife's definitely not going to be happy with you. I don't know if we can smoke this bowl tonight. I don't know if I have any lighters left. Let me go check. Well, we got a little bit of a lighter left. So tomorrow's tutorial is going to be how to take these ugly, gross stems and turn them into like brand new shiny stems. Oh, this is so good. I will show you how. Yeah, that's pretty gross. That's only been an hour or two. So my Buffalo Bills won tonight. Josh Allen pulled it off once again, 27-yard run for a touchdown. (30-21). They beat the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. So I think they're now 9-2, and I think the Chiefs are 9-1. Oh man. So what I may have to do on this pipe, because I never load my pipe all the way up to the very top, so I loaded about a 1/4 inch below, sometimes a little higher, and I never smoke it all the way to the very, very bottom. So the center of this pipe, 2/3 of it, from about here to about there, has a lot of carbon buildup. The walls are starting to go in like that. We may have to trim those down with a little reamer action, you know. I don't know. What do you guys do when you start getting a pretty good amount of cake buildup? I mean, do you guys like ream your brand new pipes all the way down to bare wood, or do you just kind of trim the carbon back a little bit? I want to know. I'd like to know. I don't know the answer to that. Probably because I have over 200 pipes and I haven't run into the situation yet where I'm getting a lot of carbon buildup inside the pipe. Oh yeah. Oh, this is good. Strong but good. We're going to let that rest for a little bit. We'll be back in a nanosecond. All right, so we're back, and I've graduated to a cigarette. This freaking lighter is not a Bic lighter, so it doesn't have the flame. And this stuff is pretty strong. Although this Latakia blend, this Jacobs Latakia, it's a great Latakia blend. Garrett Crozier Smoke Snacks and his wife Katie sent me Edwards Woolly Mammoth. This is a heavy Latakia blend, super high in nicotine that will kick your ass. And I'm a cigarette smoker. I can take like 4 or 5 huge puffs off this. And I can see why they call it woolly mammoth, because it's like woolly mammoth hair, you know? That's what it looks like. And that stuff, man, that will kick your ass. We've got some tobacco we're going to try out. My RPG number 64. I did a very small blend on. We'll see if I'm happy with it. It's got 7 parts Cornell and Deal Latakia, 3 parts Cornell and Deal Bright Virginia, 1 part Oriental, 1 part Cavendish, and 1 part Perique. And I soaked it in rum for 10 months. Then I dried it out and rehydrated it. And it smells like rum, like a perfect Latakia English blend. Yeah. Yeah, and the reason why I had to rehydrate it, it was real wet with rum, but when I put it out on a cutting board, I let it dry out, let the rum release the alcohol. It took all the water with it too, and it was crunchy. So then I put it back in there and used my hydration buttons that I always have soaking in distilled water. Yep. So yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you guys step by step how to take this. First of all, how to get these in there, the type of mixture I use, and then I've made this up to show the finished product after they're clean and what you do with them next. So I'm putting some time into these tutorial things. Once we get all the stems clean, once we have our pipe deghosted, then I'll show you how to put everything all back together and how to make them look like brand new. So basically it's going to be a 3-step process. I've already shown you how to deghost them. I've shown you how to ream them out, deghost them. Tomorrow's video is going to be on reclaiming the stems and making them look brand new, black and shiny. And then the third tutorial video is when you put everything together, how to make the whole exterior of the pipe look gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, I've got some. I bought a 3-pound pre-seasoned pork shoulder, and it's in my crock pot right now since 1 o'clock, and it's about 8 o'clock. So about 7 hours it's been in my crock pot. It just like melted down, and then I took 2 forks, separated everything so the pulled pork is all pulled apart. It's got my special recipe in it to die for. I'm going to let it sit on low overnight, and then I'm going to take it to my wife and kids. Well, I'll leave it in my car. My wife can pick it up. They love my pulled pork. Yeah. We got Jerry Lee Lewis's tobacco here. Jerry Lee Lewis. That's his tobacco. And I've got all the documentation. That was gifted to me from the Novice Piper. That's all rehydrated and ready to smoke. Yeah. So I'm going to finish this bowl up tonight. I'm going to clean her out, let her rest for a while. We'll smoke a little dab of this out of my Savinelli bowl number 626 Petite. Yeah, blonde. Anyways, cheers to all of you. Yeah. I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Hope you had a great smoke together with me, even though I didn't smoke a pipe very much. God bless you all. Love one another. Over and out.